Big here. And that sets up that sets up the forte there, sets up the piano. So go ahead and let it out. It's been forte sforzando pianos before that at letter B. Now third measure B, make it nice and loud so that the piano sets up the piano after. Letter B, letter B. Lovely. In those last few measures for C tenuto. Don't be afraid to hold them just a little tiny extra there. Going on at C. Don't be too soft at the melody here.
Okay.
Everybody else can be, but not you. Okay. C. There's not many of you, but if you do, just not too much. Let the half notes move their little thing, and then the 16th notes coming in the bassoons and the oboe, they can do their thing. Okay, 76. Everybody see that? You find it? Okay, right there, 76. Here we go. This forte here can be a little stronger. I love the fortes before letter E. That was awesome. That's the kind of contrast we want. And you're playing the piano is fine. It's just the fortes feel a little on the soft side. You can do it here as well. That's 92. We'll start there.
You had a lift after that?
I'm sorry?
A little breath mark after 92?
That's what I was going to ask too.
The problem is that the harmony leads into 93. You're saying before 92 or after 92? Does the end of 92 or to be before?
The end of 92. I have a whole note.
Oh, yeah. I hate to do it because the leading chord is leading right into 93. There's a 5 chord leading into a 1 chord there, and setting up the development. And I just would rather not if we can. Is it going to kill you?
I feel like good pencil one hand.
So. Oh, maybe one after that. After we get to the bom, bom, bom. You can take a little breath for the half note if you need it. Yeah. It just feels like we're leading all the way into that spot right there at the beginning, and it just loses. If we read, it loses what it. Much better at E from the run through. I felt like the forte pianos are working a lot better. Even though it says piano, I want to do your rhythm.
Do you want more than what I gave you?
You're fine if they play the forte pianos. Okay. Why don't we do letter E? That was really great. The forte pianos were really great at that time. Suddenly the melody popped out and your little rhythm thing popped out, and it just worked beautifully. Here we go. E. flat you guys play in 95. It's such a wonderful change because we don't expect it. And then the C flat later on is just fantastic. So you don't have to be shy about those at all. Just keep bringing them out a little bit because it totally throws the harmony into place we weren't expecting. So it's fantastic in that way. I don't know if you heard it that time, but that leadingness that goes from the forte to the sforzando whole notes there at 92, 93. Just anyway. Moving on.
Are you slowing down at 100?
Little, maybe just a little,
Okay.
you know, just over at the end of that cadence, but not much. If I do, it's unconscious almost. Here we go at 102, for F, sorry. Let him finish his eighth notes before you guys get too aggressive with your crescendo. So save it a little bit on that last one, so he can finish his little run down from the first, second clarinets to Eric. So that way we don't cover up him too fast. So wait a little bit on that crescendo.
So where does that run in?
He finishes on beat 3. Dee-da-dee-da.
Beat 3 of the bar before G?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he does. He copies this figure that they played in the 2 measures before.
So the crescendo is really only the last 2 beats of that bar?
Basically, I'll just wait and then we'll go and then.
Okay.
Just to lead into that, why don't we go back to F? Basically, 2 things we want to hear are these guys, and then it's pretty, but just kind of stay in the background. You guys did a really nice job of the sforzando pianos in the, at the exposition. We're here at in this spot. Would you, when we recap, would you do the same thing? This is talking about 145, 146 on the sforzando, and then the forte, and then that devilish downbeat on piano. How about right there, 145? And again, at you can play a little more, especially those with the oboes and horns. You guys have this little wonderful tune together. It's yeah, don't be shy about it. It's lovely. 145. tune, so don't overshadow her in the second movement, second measure too much. In 173, it gets a little overwhelming for one clarinet player. When both are in, it's fine. But there, just be careful we don't overdo it on the forte.
And pianissimo over penciled in.
And you can lead, yeah, it is pianissimo to start, but you're really the leader, so go ahead and don't feel too shy about it there, okay?
It's solo.
This little thing that happens a couple times before letter K, this little sighing thing, you can sigh a little bit more, okay? We're doing some of that, but even more, you can sigh, especially if you don't have the quarter note on beat 3. You just have a half note, okay? You don't really have the sighing part, but still sigh along with them. Okay.
Quick
Yeah, question?
going on. 69, 8, 7, 166.
Yes.
When the oboe and I have ba, 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 da, da, do you want us to slur or tongue the eight
No,
notes?
tongue everything
Okay,
here. Yeah,
tongue
this
the
is
eight
tonguing.
notes.
You have slurs?
We have slurs. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Da, 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 da.
You don't have it in that when you play it, do you? Dun, 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 when you have the tune, and then a little later on when the oboe has it at 162 with
They're
you.
all starting at.
Do you have it there?
Yeah,
Dun,
but
dun,
slurred
dun,
every
dun.
time that comes up.
Really, take that out,
I
please.
have it tongued.
You have it too? No, that's all tongued.
What I don't have is a dynamic marking of any sort. on
At the
that line.
beginning of 151,
Uh-huh.
it's piano, but you're really the leader there, so don't feel it's mezzo piano. Solo piano, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, every time you have quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth, eighth, that should be tongued,
Okay.
everything. And everybody who has it, just do that. Why don't we do that back at 151 then? Okay. I love 155, the sforzando. And at 163, some of you who played it way back at 155, this is not all the same people, but you can almost, I wouldn't say sforzando, but certainly the same idea. Da da da, that little like interruption to say I'm here and then I'm out, kind of thing. So you just introduce yourself for a moment. Awesome.
Thought I might be a little too brassy.
No. There's only one cue in this whole school movement where I said I got to give this cue, and that was it for me. Because you're the longest one out, I think, of anybody in an octet. Rarely in an
I got
octet, nobody's
cues,
rest
so
that
it's not
long,
that-
but I think you're the longest one that rests and then come back in again. 151. 151. Very nice. Sorry, 182 and 183, do you have a dot on the first eighth note?
Yes.
Dot, da, 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 da.
On the first, but not the second one.
Yes, second two should be slurred. So
Meaning on the
staccato
first-
slur.
On the first grouping, I have a staccato, and on the second grouping, I do not on the first.
Oh, you should have staccato on the first note, slur the next two, and both of those
on
measures.
Identical groupings.
And
And do you want that short?
Da, 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 da. Yes. It's different from the earlier time. It's from the intro from 181. That's the resolution of the forte. 181. It's after the crescendo when we get to the forte on B4. Good. First time could be more staccato. Second time was perfect.
Okay.
Da dee da 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 da. Okay. The horns first. Da 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 da.
It just didn't.
That's okay, but it's the staccato notes after that you play together in octaves. That just bring that out ever so slightly. It changes different. It's like you're joining this clarinet and the bassoon and said, "Nah, I'm going to do something different." Okay. So, and remember, this is not Mozart's serious moments. He's having fun. This is supposed to be a party music, essentially. So it's not serious. I mean, there are some serious moments in it, but really, he's got some pretty cheeky moments in it too. So be cheeky, let's have some fun. How about same spot, 181, okay? I know it's not the greatest place, but it'll work. Yeah, go ahead, ball, ball, ball. Give me, go ahead and give it. We are coming home to 16th note runs, so let's let the second horn tell us to get there.
You want that L, you want that forte?
It can grow there because it kind of almost did. Yeah, it's almost. It doesn't say to, but it's that feeling of it. I think it's fine. Yeah.
Where does the
That's
trill,
fine.
in the bar before L, where does the trill, do we all trill at the same place?
No. They're trilling on beat 1 and you're trilling on beat 3.
Okay,
You kind of add the.
just checking if I.
Yeah, you just add the fourth in there. All right. Lack of a better place, 181. Here we go. At bar 214, that sforzando, can we have less of a tongue sforzando and more of an air sforzando? It seems a little too as opposed to wah. Again, wonderful job earlier on forte pianos. For instance, the music like it earlier at letter M, but earlier. Do it here too, especially those who have forte pianos. I know that the melody has forte and then their next note is piano, which is fine. And again, I think it'll make this come out again like it did before if we really pop those forte pianos, those of you who haven't. And I know second clarinet, first bassoon, that's a pain in the butt to do that with all that going on, but please do. M. Can you make a difference? This is true for every time, but letter N. The one before the half note before letter N, think of that as in a forte vein, okay, as opposed to within the piano landscape. And then the sforzando at N, again, think of it as a forte, and then the next measure, forte piano, that's more of the piano idea. And that's true for all of them that will keep coming around. There's like 3 or 4 that time that we do that. So that it has a nice contrast. You have a nice big sound at N on the first whole note, and then the other two are different as they do that. Can we, there is no crescendo on the whole notes. I think I'm going to scratch one out in places like this at 2, 11, 12, 13. If you had a crescendo there, I took it out. I don't like it, and Mozart apparently didn't put it in. So let's start 211. 211 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after M. Okay. I mean, you can leave your quarter notes out. You don't need to do that. Okay. Just clarinet and start the whole note. After M, 5. Okay. don't think we should. I think there's a lot of delightful little things happening that can be done softly. Boom, 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 dee da 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 dee da da da, boom, boom, boom. You know, that you guys have that go around the ensemble, and it's really delightful. And we can just do it in piano, and then take the forte where it comes.
Gotcha.
There's a real desire to want to move it louder, but I don't think we should.
You don't want to shape the line at all? Just
Yes,
keep
yes,
it-
oh, absolutely,
Okay, all right.
absolutely. But within that context, it's still within
Yeah,
the framework.
It doesn't have
of-
to go up to forte.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no,
yeah,
no,
gotcha.
yeah. And what you guys kind of start your thing, the second measure, they do a little, arpeggiated thing here. You guys do the scale, and then you arpeggiate there in the next measure, and it all kind of comes home wonderfully for the forte at the end. So it doesn't need to be, to me, it doesn't need to be getting louder so much as shape the melody and stuff. How about 2-1-9?
You want that phrasing the same back at the beginning where we have this similar thing?
Yes,
Keep
yes.
it-
I meant to say that
keep
earlier
it
and I
calm.
forgot. Yeah. So the first note at 2:17, at end, sorry. At end, the first note is loud, and then we do the forte piano. It's kind of different, but that was lovely. That worked perfectly. Why don't we just do end? End's
So
easiest.
question?
Yes, question.
223, we don't have a forte piano in that grouping, right?
You know what? You don't, but you should.
Okay, because we have it on the first two title.
Yes, I think it's a
But
mistake.
not on the next
Because
three.
everybody else, except for the bassoons who are doing their thing, everybody that plays basically what you're playing did it both 2 times before. I agree. It should be a forte piano there
So
the
do
first
you
time.
want all 5 of those?
Only the first 3. So
Only the
219,
first
221, and 223. That's where everybody
Okay.
does them.
Okay.
There's none after that.
And then it's piano.
Piano till the forte.
next
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah. All right. One more time at end. So the first note's loud, and then we roll it back. Okay. Ready? End. Ready?